everyone. Welcome back to the Real English Conversation Podcast. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Adam. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Today, Adam, I think we should talk about something that everybody does, but not everybody takes seriously.
Oh, let me guess. Eating chocolate?
No, not chocolate. I'm talking about sleep.
Ah, yes, sleep. The thing I wish I could do more of every day.
Same here. But seriously, sleep is one of the most important parts of our lives. And today, we're going to talk about everything: how much time we spend sleeping in our lifetime, the benefits of sleep, what happens when we don't sleep enough, how much sleep we really need, and also some useful tips for better sleep.
That sounds great. And don't worry, listeners. We'll keep it simple and fun, so you can improve your English while also learning about sleep.
So, Adam, let's start with a surprising fact. Did you know that we spend about 1/3 of our lives sleeping?
1/3. That means if you live to 90 years old, you'll spend around 30 years asleep. 30 years. That's like a whole lifetime of just lying in bed.
It sounds crazy, right? But it shows us how important sleep is. If our body spends so much time doing it, then it must be necessary.
Absolutely. Think about it. Would nature or evolution make us sleep for so long if it wasn't important? While we sleep, our body and mind are doing a lot of work. We might not notice it, but it's happening.
Exactly. Sleep isn't a waste of time. It's time when your body is healing, repairing, and preparing you for the next day.
Let's talk about the physical benefits first. What happens to our body when we sleep?
Well, one big thing is that our immune system becomes stronger. Now, the immune system is like the body's defense army. It protects us from germs and illnesses.
So if I don't sleep enough, I might get sick more easily?
Yes, exactly. And that's why sometimes when you're sick, your body wants you to sleep more, because sleep helps you recover.
That makes sense. I remember when I had the flu last year, all I wanted to do was sleep. And after sleeping a lot, I felt much better.
Another physical benefit is that sleep helps with growth and repair. For example, when children and teenagers sleep, their bodies release growth hormones. A hormone is a natural chemical inside our body that controls many processes, like growth.
And for adults too, right?
Of course, for adults, sleep repairs muscles, tissues, and even tiny cells. If you go to the gym and exercise, you actually get stronger not during the workout, but when you rest and sleep.
Wow, so sleep is like a secret trainer.
Definitely. And don't forget about energy. Sleep restores our energy levels. Without it, we feel tired, slow, and unmotivated.
And one more thing, lack of sleep can affect your heart health. Studies show that people who sleep too little have a higher risk of heart disease, diabetes, and high blood pressure.
Yes, that's really important. So sleep is not only about feeling rested, it's about keeping your body healthy for the long term.
Now let's move to the brain. What does sleep do for our mind?
Oh, so many things. First, it improves memory. Memory is your ability to remember things. When we sleep, our brain organizes and stores information from the day.
So if I study new vocabulary in English, then sleep well, I'll remember it better?
Certainly. Sleep helps your brain keep new information. That's why students should never stay up all night before an exam. Sleeping actually helps them more.
I wish I knew that when I was in school. I used to drink coffee and study until 3 a.m. before exams.
Many students do that, but it doesn't really help. Besides memory, sleep also improves focus and attention. Focus means being able to concentrate on one thing without getting distracted.
Yes, and I notice that when I'm tired, I make more mistakes. I forget where I put my keys, or I write the wrong words in an email.
That's right. Sleep also makes us more creative. Creative means having new ideas and thinking in original ways. When we are well rested, our brain can connect ideas and solve problems more easily.
So maybe that's why writers, artists, and inventors often say their best ideas come after a good night's sleep.
Sleep is like food for the brain. Without it, the brain simply doesn't work properly.
Now, let's talk about emotions. How does sleep affect our feelings?
Sleep has a huge effect on our mood. Mood means how we feel: happy, sad, angry, calm. When we sleep well, we feel calm, happy, and positive. But when we don't sleep enough, we can feel angry, stressed, or even depressed.
I totally agree. If I don't get enough sleep, I'm like a monster in the morning.
I think many people are like that. Sleep helps us control our emotions and deal with stress. Stress is that heavy feeling when we have too many problems or too much work.
That's true. For example, if I sleep only 4 hours and someone cuts in front of me in traffic, I get very angry. But if I sleep 8 hours, I just laugh and let it go.
Yes. So sleep doesn't just affect us, it also affects how we treat other people, like friends, family, and coworkers.
Okay, so we've seen the benefits, but what happens if we don't get enough sleep?
Well, in the short term, you feel tired, you can't focus, and you make more mistakes. You might also eat more junk food because your body looks for extra energy.
Ah, that explains why I always want pizza when I'm tired.
Yes. In the long term, lack of sleep can lead to serious health problems like obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and even memory loss.
That's scary. So it's not just about feeling sleepy, it can really damage our health.
Yes, and also safety. Many accidents on the road or at work happen because people are too tired and lose concentration.
So how many hours should we actually sleep?
It depends on age. Babies need 14 to 17 hours. Children need about 9 to 12 hours. Teenagers need 8 to 10 hours. And most adults need 7 to 9 hours every night.
So it's not the same for everyone.
Not at all. And also, quality is important. 8 hours of bad sleep is not as good as 7 hours of deep, restful sleep. Restful means peaceful, without many wake-ups during the night.
But the truth is, many people ignore sleep.
Yes, especially today. People stay up late watching Netflix, scrolling on TikTok, or working extra hours.
Or playing video games until 2 a.m.
Yes, that too. We think sleep is less important than entertainment or work, but in reality, it's just as important as food and exercise.
Exactly. People spend money on gyms and diets, but they don't care about their sleep schedule.
And sometimes people even brag about how little they sleep. Like, "Oh, I only slept 4 hours last night. I'm so busy."
Yes, like it's a badge of honor. But actually, it's dangerous.
So now, let's share some practical ideas to help people sleep better.
Sure, one thing that really helps is going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. It trains your body's natural clock.
Yes, and making your bedroom comfortable also makes a big difference. Quiet, dark, and a little cool. That kind of environment tells your brain it's time to rest.
Another simple change is avoiding screens before bed. Phones, TVs, and laptops. The light from those screens tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime.
Right. And drinks like coffee, tea, or energy drinks in the evening can also stop us from sleeping. Caffeine keeps us awake, so it's better to avoid them at night.
Yes, I agree. And before bed, it's great to do something relaxing, like reading, gentle stretching, or listening to soft music. It calms both the body and the mind.
Also, getting some sunlight during the day and doing a little exercise can really help. When your body knows when it's active, it also knows when it's time to rest.
And one last thing, don't lie in bed worrying. If you can't sleep, it's better to get up, do something calm, and then try again when you feel sleepy.
Exactly. These are simple everyday habits, but they can completely change the way we sleep. So, Adam, we've talked about how much time we spend sleeping, the physical, mental, and emotional benefits, the dangers of not sleeping, how much sleep we need, why people ignore it, and some tips to improve it.
Yes, we've covered a lot. And I think the main message is clear. Sleep is not a waste of time. It's an investment in your body, your brain, and your happiness.
Exactly. If you sleep well, you live well.
So to all our listeners, take care of your sleep, and your sleep will take care of you.
That's it for today's podcast. Thank you so much for joining us.
And we hope tonight you sleep deeply, peacefully, and happily.
Good night, everyone.
Sweet dreams.
See you in the next episode.